Watch out, there's a big bull. Look at, oh, he's looking. Hi, we're Ian and Julie. Follow us on our tiny homestead and our debt-free project of a lifetime, the building of our home here in the Pyrenees, and all of this alongside our full-time jobs.
This is well-rotted stuff.
Oh, well, my little man might not have made it up here, but his muck has.
He's got his DNA. Can we just lift it up instead of double forking it? Let's just try.
We'll try.
You got it?
Oh, which way is it? Sideways.
Lift the back. There we go. Got it?
Right, I'll just scatter it a bit. Try and spread this muck a little bit so we can make our sandwich of...
Lots of little wormies.
Oh, there's loads in here, Ian. I've lost count how many we've put in. I forgot.
So we're only going to do 4.
2, 4, 6. This might be number 8.
Yeah.
Ready?
But it's decent soil, so
It's this muck.
it's so well rotted, it's turned into soil now.
Yeah.
So the more we can do, the better.
You can see it's broken right down. There's a few strawy bits, but the majority of it is just soil. Right, here we go. Good example, some really good fat worms, and it's just turned to soil. It was impossible to get this 100% level.
Really?
Go. Yeah. So that was one trailer full, and we didn't overfill the trailer. Back up in the field, collecting another trailer full of well-rotted horse manure, compost. So today, one trailer full did 1 3/4 beds. It's a bit drier in the field tonight, so hopefully we can risk putting a little bit more in. And just like that, we're back at the off-grid plot with our second trailer full of compost manure. Well, we got it under.
Yeah, as long as this jockey wheel's on.
Yeah. So tomorrow it's forecasted rain early hours till midday, so we really needed to get this in here tonight. It's 7 o'clock this evening, so we've got this in now, and then over the next day or so we'll be emptying this trailer. There's one positive to this well-rotted horse manure: it has no smell whatsoever. Now, it's been a bit of a mixed bag day today.
It's tea time. I'm really hungry now.
I might be...
We'll get this done tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then it's we'll go to our favourite compost place, which is basically the council depot that takes all of the vegetation off the sides of the road and everything. They compost it. We did loads of videos on it many years ago, but for about 14-15 euro you can get a whole trailer load, and it's all bio, it's all pretty good stuff, and we'll sprinkle that on top of the beds. Right, tea time.
Oh, he must have been in a little pocket of straw. He's alive.
Just.
Oh.
Oh my God, he just came up on the shovel. I don't know what I'm going to do with him.
He's wriggling.
Oh no.
He's not going to survive though.
No.
It's not for you, Freya. You guessed it. Next day. Third day. Collecting muck. And complaining about the cow pats again. Seems to find them all. Last one, the trailer's looking a bit full and heavy now. Get this back underneath in the dry at the off-grid plot. So as soon as we get these beds done, the sooner I can go and get some compost, the finer graded compost to put over the top. Floki, how did you jump in there? Oh my gosh, this dog can jump then.
What are you doing, Flokes?
I didn't know you silly dogs. So we've managed to empty that last trailer of compost, and looking at my beds, we do need another 2 or 3 trailers full just to really get them all done. But whilst we were in the field, we managed to get quite a bit of really good soil that was at the base of the compost. And I've concentrated on this one end bed, and you can see this is from underneath Tyson's stable muck, and it's gone right down to just soil. So I've prepared it. I've got one bed I can actually plant something in. This is a huge milestone. My daughter-in-law's already planted her potatoes, and I've got the offcast, the ones that they don't need. So I'm going to do 2 rows of potatoes along here and have a celebratory cup of coffee that I've planted something. So these potatoes, they're good for making chips and for boiling. So where it says puree, that means a boiling potato. I do need to make my trough a little bit deeper all the way along. I just want to show you, these are proper seed potatoes. So they've just got their little sprouts on. Wow, that's my first things planted, my potatoes. Shouldn't take too long before we start seeing little green shoots. Well, I'm so excited. I've waited so long, and we've planned all this out for so long now, and to actually see it coming to life and developing, it's just wow. Instead of just being pictures on paper in a book. Wow, done.
Right, now Julie's got the potatoes in, the spuds. I'm going to get some water irrigation in. I'm going to do it in stages. So I'm just going to run a pipe, the main pipe, this is spare from the polytunnel, a main pipe all the way along these beds, and then I will connect one bed at a time. So I'm just going to run that along here. I should have plenty. Just saves buying all new. And then what I'll do, I'll tee it across here, and then this can carry on to do the rest of the beds. That's the plan. Ugh, I might cut it back a bit further, because there's a few little spiders. There, it's nice and clean. This is a system we use. It's a French system, Clabber. So it's in all the DIY shops. So it is the more expensive of them, but it is pretty good kit. So I'm just going to put these along, and that will hold the pipe. Put one each segment. Oh, it's nice because this soil is quite soft now because of the rain. But each one of these, once I start doing the beds, I'm going to cut it, put a T in, and then run the pipe up there. So that's why it's handy doing it from left to right. So each time I make a bed, I'll make the irrigation system, and then carry on to the next one. But in the meanwhile, I can just turn it on, and it won't spray everywhere. All of this pipe will all be covered with the gravel, so you won't see it. So hopefully it'll be a hidden irrigation system. Ugh, this is dusty. Been in the shop a while. Right, they've got an end already. They put these little stoppers on. So this pipe here has got lots of little holes. There you go. These little holes are basically just drip holes. So these are the pipes we're going to use. This is what we used in the polytunnel, and it works quite well. So I'm going to use the same here. Right, you untwisting. Yeah. Okay, that's one. We've got a few little extras we've got to steal from the polytunnel, namely the little spikes, similar to the ones I've just put in the ground for the main pipe. There. Now I've got more of these little units. This time these are right angles. You can just bend it, but I find it goes all messy, especially when the sun comes out and it all expands or whatever. It's nicer to put in proper 90-degree bends. So these just slot in, and once they're in, they're near enough impossible to get out. All right, hold on.
So dusty.
I know. Right. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm right at the end.
All right, put the block on. I'll put one down here for now. There. So I'm going to make this T here. This is just standard pipe now. Cut in there. So then I can twist this one on. Probably better with gloves on. Oh. Yeah. Still going to have the same issue with that side. God, there's spiders everywhere. I've got this automatic rain point water system. It's a 2-channel system. So basically I can run independently 2 different outputs. We were given this a long time ago, and we just tested it really in our garden back at home because we had nowhere up here to test it. But I've put this in place. Now normally it is Wi-Fi controlled, but I've just run out of data here, which is so annoying because it's 40 gigs. So there's something must be connecting to it and running it down. Maybe it's our phones when we come on site. So I'm going to wait till I get my data back because I don't want to spend the money topping it up. And I also got to move my Starlink. I'm going to move that across. Starlink are doing a really good deal at the moment. So they do, I think, 40 gigs or something for around $9.99 a month. So seeing as we've got the equipment, I haven't used it at all because we went straight onto fibre at our existing house. I'm going to move the Starlink, which is only 1 kilometre away, over here, so it'll be basically a huge amount of bandwidth, and it's very rare we go up to 40 gigs because we're only running a couple of cameras and things like this. So once that's in place, then I can basically turn it on and off remotely. But for now, I'm just going to put a small timer on it, and I'm going to run it off channel 2 here to the potato bed, and that should be all good to go. Although it's threatening to rain anyway, so it probably doesn't matter today. So instead of cutting any of this, because I don't know where it's going to go at the moment, I'm just going to join this end, and you get this little adapter. Oh my god, it might be better with a heat gun actually, but I don't have one. So try and get this over the end like that, and it screws on. And it's just a standard hose connector, which here in Europe, France, probably the rest of the world other than the US, it's not a screwy one, although I do like those screwy ones because they're more precise. And then I've got a short piece of hose, and I'm just going to connect that directly to this second channel like that. And in theory, I'll just get all this stuff out of the way. In theory, that should be coming out of this dirty concrete one we always use for the cement, all the way around through this solid pipe to the end. So I'm going to turn him on. The tap is already on. The pump is already on. This runs from our 4,500 litre tank underground, which is just underneath that concrete slab there. It goes through a pump, which is a small pressure tank as well, so it only runs when necessary. And I'll press him on. You can just hear the pump coming in. It's filling the pipe. So it must have filled the pipe all the way to the valve I put in over on the spud beds here. It just squirted out, so that connection there isn't a very good one. So I need to look at that. But if I turn him on, he's running out now. I can hear it. Oh, that's a lot of pressure, that is. So I do have a pressure controller that I might need to put on. And it drops it right down to 1 bar, but I didn't think there was going to be a lot of pressure from our pump there. But you can see the drip feed now working pretty well. But because we're having a lot of rainy weather, we're just going to turn it off for now until we get the timer in.
So we're back in Tyson's field. We've just come into the polytunnel because we need to collect some of the little upstays. But at the same time, I just want to come and see the cows. I do love these cows. Hello, girls. We have to be careful because there is a rather large bull.
Oh, and there he is.
Oh, he is. Hello.
I think we'll go around the other way.
Yeah.
There he is.
On second thoughts, I've come through the veggie garden to get to the polytunnel because right in front of me is the beast. He's a beauty.
What are you doing, big boy? Hey? That's what Julie normally says to me. Yeah. See, they're lucky because they've got all fresh water here from all our water system. So the farmer just comes in, opens up the valve down there, and it gets them all nice fresh water. But we do need to get to that pile of manure over there, so we normally wait for them to go trot off up to the top of the field. But it's nice to have animals in here. It saves mowing. The last resting place of a small rodent. He's fell asleep on this Hessian sack, died, and is now just a little fluffy rug. So we went up the polytunnel yesterday, and we have got absolutely loads of these things. So I'm going to start putting these in, take these blocks off. The soil is probably too soft, really. But once the sun has made these a little bit more supple, they'll probably stay where they're put. Let's take these blocks off. I thought I heard a buzzing right by my ear. Look at the size of him.
compost. Those beds are taking quite a lot of compost, and after power washing the trailer, we decided to put an old tarpaulin at the base of the trailer, so we shall report back whether this was a good or not so good idea. Here he comes. It's a good job I'm not too precious. I'm absolutely covered in cow poo.
Got to get rid of the last trailer load. So yeah, I think we got 4 trailer loads, and I just put this tarpaulin in. I washed it all out yesterday just to save a bit of the floor of the trailer, because this stuff is yeah, it sort of stains a hell of a lot. So we're going to put this decent soil into the next bed, and Julie's got some more legumes to put there, and then the rest of this stuff we'll just fill out these, and then we'll have to figure out where we're going to get some more soil, but we will get some compost tomorrow from the compost depot.
It's been a little while since I've been here, but I'm back to get my first trailer full of biocompost from our local authority. Hopefully they remember me. Well, I haven't forgotten this smell. Oh, it stinks here. But yeah, here's all the different stages of compost. Oops. I just have to wait for my turn. The guys had an upgrade since I was last here. They're not telling you. Trailer full of black gold for my veggies. Can tell I've not been here for 2 seasons. They've upgraded all their tractors to these Manitous. Wow. This is also where I come to collect all my wood chippings for the paths for the veggie garden and for my polytunnel. That wasn't too bad. I got 880 kilo, just shy of a tonne, for €22 for biocompost. Oh, prices haven't changed too much at all, so that's great news. Well, that was a short trip back to the off-grid plot. I'm here, got the trailer here, and it still feels a bit warm because it's come out of a huge pile, so we're going to try and get as much of this in all the beds, let it cool down, and then hopefully tomorrow I can start planting.
This is what we used last time, just because it was big.
Well, if you shovel, I can
it's
just...
quite tough, isn't it?
I know, it's
very fibrous.
nice.
Yeah, no, the little shovel, I think.
Yeah, I'll get the little ones.
Look at that. Oh.
I'm not sure if it's quicker in the wheelbarrow.
No.
No. Cool. Trouble is, there's more than you think, isn't there? That didn't take too long.
That was 800 kilo, but we managed to fill up all the beds. It was just a top up, but at least they look nice now. I just got to put the water back in, and then we'll go down the shop and get some more valves for each one of these. And then once Julie's planted, I can then put the pipes in. But it'll be this very standard, 2 pipes, 1 up each side with a drip feed. But yeah, all looking good. New beds for the new plot, and exactly how we envisaged it.
The unfinished bed, even though everything's all been unwrapped and ready to go, I'm going to put all sweet corn all the way along here, because that's nice and sturdy, and that's going to act as a wind barrier for everything in front here. That's the plan. So anything here that could be a little bit delicate is going to be protected from all the sweet corn.
Well,
spoil me with a little beer.
I think that's a decent day's work. Well, a couple of days' work really. So we got the beds in, got them all filled up with all the compost, so we've got no more Tyson poop back at the field. We do have to empty the stable out.
Yeah, I haven't been brave enough to do that yet.
But it's just all straw, so it's not really compost. But we are going to bring it directly here, and we're going to start our new compost section down the bottom of the field, I think.
And I just want to say thank you for all your comments regarding what I should do. Should I concentrate with starting a new outdoor garden up here, or battle on and try? I'm just spreading myself too thin.
It's a shame for the polytunnel, because it is such a good...
It's breaking my heart not doing it this year.
But we'll probably end up with a couple of smaller polytunnels here, like we've said, I think, already. So
yeah, because that is a monster, but it's a good one. We're not going to get rid of it. We're just going to mothball what we have at Tyson's field for now, because the build's going to take a lot of our time up. This, I know I can manage, and I don't want to overstretch myself, but then as things develop more and the house is more progressed, then that's when we can start building back up what we have in the field.
So, give us a cheeky thumbs up.
Julie's cheeky thumbs up.
We'll see you next week. Hopefully Julie will have some plants in, and fingers crossed I get the piston back for the Manitou and I can get that back and moving, because I've got quite a few jobs I want to do with it. So we'll see you next week.
Have a great week, everyone. Bye.